Welcome to Evansville North High School. Tonight it's Sectional 16, Game 2, as the Jasper Wildcats at 18-4 take on the Evansville North Huskies, who finished their regular season at 13-10. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider, along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And Jason, it's a rematch. You know, again, we played all these teams in the sectional this year in the conference and all that. But the big one is Evansville North, because one of our two losses obviously came to Evansville North, where we lost that game 55-44. It was a game that the Wildcats led at the end of 37-36, but North outscored us 19-7 in that fourth quarter, and they really held the Wildcats in check. Mooney scored 21 in that game, but of course he's not available for tonight. Connor Foley had 11, but the Wildcats shot only 33% from the field in that ball game, and I think it's going to be really key that we get our shots and we get our open looks and shoot a much better percentage.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Craig. When it comes sectional time like this, guys have a tendency to want to tense up a little bit. We need to come out, hit a first couple easy shots, and get the blood flowing and hopefully build from there. And like you said, you alluded to it a little bit. In the first game, Mundy was the leading scorer. Obviously, he's not here, but we also, in that first game, Tanner Ernie was out with a COVID deal, and Michael Beekler was hurt. So, those are two, Beekler especially inside, can possibly cause some havoc with North.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Tanner Ernie, of course, what he's able to give us all around with this game, but he is our second leading scorer now at 8.8 points per ball game. Connor Foley leads the Wildcats at 13.8. And so, again, it's just one of those deals where it's like all the things kind of get thrown out at this point, because we're in the sectional, we're in the tournament. Again, it's a great crowd that we have here. The first game was a big one. I mean, Wright's pretty well dominated, but both teams brought really good crowds for that game. So Wright's won that game 66-40. So they'll take on Evansville Harrison on Friday night, and of course the winner of this game will take on Castle in that second game Friday night. But, we're taking on a North team that is kind of riding the high right now. They finished 13-10, but they had to win their last four games to, get above 500. And with wins over Castle, wins over Linton Stockton, that was an overtime win the other night where they hit 11 three-pointers, and Matthew Bunnell had 5 of those. And so, again, they're just one of those teams, they get hot from beyond the arc. They're going to cause some problems for us.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But we've alluded to it earlier in the season with the defense that Jasper plays. So I think there's going to be a little bit difference there. Obviously I don't know. I didn't see the game against Linton. When they hit that many.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that we play better defense than a lot of teams that they face throughout the course of the year.
Right.
So, from that standpoint, I think I don't feel too bad, but we've got to continue to play the defense that we have all year. It got us to this point of being 18-4.
Absolutely.
So I think coming out tonight, we got to get out there. We got to get aggressive. When there's loose balls on the floor, you got to dive. That's what gets your blood flowing in these games like this.
Right.
And you got to do what you got to do to get yourself mentally prepared to be ready to play. And, if it's diving on the floor for a loose ball, if it's whatever, you personally have to get that done. You can't rely on the coaching staff or anybody else to get you that point.
Absolutely. And, of course, you mentioned the Wildcat defense. We only give up 44 points a game. North does score 57, and he scored 55 against us the first time around. So, again, it's just going to be, I think, a defensive effort that's really going to be key for the Wildcats to pull it off tonight. And just kind of looking at where things finished up in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference, Wrights ended up winning the conference with an 8-1 record. They were able to knock off Evansville Bosse in their finale. And Jasper finishes second with a 7-2 record, followed by 3 teams at 6-3, including Castle, Bosse, and these Evansville North Huskies. So, all right, so let's take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams. First, for the Evansville North Huskies, they will start number 1, Matthew Bunnell, and he averages 8.8 points per ball game, but he is their leading three-point shooter. He's hit 59 three-pointers on the season. Number 22 is Aiden Blackford, and he's just a really good backcourt player for him, leads the team in assists. Mason Wicks is number 23. Ryan Cadle, number 30, is their second leading scorer at 12.3. And their leading scorer is Cameron Gelhausen, their big man, who averages 12.6 and 6.5 rebounds per game. And he was actually the leading scorer in the first time he played them, where he scored 15. And of course, we know our Jasper Wildcats with Tanner Ernie, Grant Young, number 21, Connor Foley. Gus Heichelbeck, I think it's going to be key for him to have a good game tonight for the Wildcats. And of course, Jack Albrand, who's been playing really good basketball since he's taken over that starting role with the loss of Mooney for the season. So, all right, both student sections are jumping up and down. We're ready to go. And Jason, it's basketball time here.
This is what you live for, March Madness. It's the start of it, so.
All right, so the tip goes out of bounds and
black ball.
Yeah, they're saying black basketball, so Jasper will get first possession here. Of course, coaching matchup, John Gable with the Jasper Wildcats in his 15th year, 205 wins in his career at Jasper. And he's taking on Jason Roach, who had great success at Pike Central, winning 2 sectionals there and won the first sectional here at Evansville North. And he's been here, it's actually his 5th year, where he's 56 and 62. So both these coaches have had outstanding postseason success. Of course, you know, with Coach Gable, 6 sectionals, 2 regionals, the semi-state and state championship at Mater Dei back in 2004.
North comes out in a man-to-man defense. I think they played a lot of that in the first game too, so we'll have to see how things go.
All right, so Ernie's not able to hit his first shot in the lane here, so here come the Huskies the other way. That's Cameron Gelhausen, number 33. So he's about 6'5", but a lanky 6'5", but finds the open man there, and Mason Wicks gets the first 2 points of this ball game.
Ernie will have his hands full with Gelhausen, but he's guarded, you know, some good players this year, so I don't. There's a wide open shot. Those are the shots we've got to be able to knock down tonight.
Right, so the Cats have had 2 good looks and missed them both so far, but early in the ball game, just a minute into it, North with a 2-0 lead. Ryan Cadle gives it up. And again, we mentioned Aiden Blackford, their leading guard when it comes to dishing the ball out. Foley's on him. Coming off a screen, and nice shot there by Ryan Cadell. And the last time we played North, they were pretty diversified with 7 players scoring in that basketball game, just 1 in double figures to get their 55 points. So 5-0, Jasper down early.
We've got to do a better job of recognizing that play. The big man's got to be ready to step out and at least get a hand up in his face for the shot initially.
There's a double team. It tried that interior pass and it didn't go, so North comes up with another steal. 5-0's our score as Gelhausen is able to get to the lane. Good job by Foley to block out, and here comes Albrand the other way. Good feed. Grant, nice shot fake, puts it up and misses again. So the Cats, 3 point-blank shots, nothing to show for it yet. 5-0 North with the lead. A little over 2 minutes into it. Driver lane there by Cato, and he gives it up. All right, so Aiden Blackford's going to back up here. Why would you think Foley's guarding their point guard more or less?
Well, I think they just feel like he has the best opportunity to keep him under control because Foley has the quickness to be able to do that.
I agree, yeah. Gus misses an easy bucket, so Cats just cannot find a bucket here. 4 point-blank shots that just have not gone, but North misses here, so the Cats lucky that it's only a 5-point game.
I was just going to say that you know, we're fortunate. I mean, we could be ahead, but the shots we've missed, we just got to be patient. Don't panic.
Right.
Those shots are going to fall. I mean, if you keep getting them.
Well, Ernie gets blocked by the corner of the backboard there, so man.
A little bit of nerves. You know, there's no doubt that plays a factor into the game early like this.
All right, so the Cats just really need to break the ice here. 5-0, they trail. 4:26 on the clock, first quarter action here. Foley one-on-one, gives it up. Connor will get to the lane, but he's short on his shot. So again,
We're not shooting the ball, Craig. You know, we're getting in there at that close range and we're kind of pushing it.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't have the confidence just to go up and flip your wrist and shoot the ball like you've shot it all year.
All right, so Coach Roach has his team back up here. Now they start into their offense. 3:57 on the clock. Jasper trails 5-0. Backdoor play there, and it gets thrown out of bounds. All right, so Michael Beeker's going to check in. Gus is going to sit down.
I'd like to see us run a set play down here for an easy shot, just to break the ice and to get things moving.
Right. All right, so Grant Young will be met there by Blackford. Bunnell's on Ernie, now over to Foley. So the Cats working into their offense here. And so that matchup between Mason Wicks and Connor Foley.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure we really wanted that shot out of the offense right there.
There's a drive, and it's actually
foul.
Going to be a foul on Young,
I believe, yeah.
All right, so we get our first whistle of the ball game, and this goes against the Wildcats.
England's getting ready to check in for Ernie.
All right, so Tanner Ernie will sit. Huskies, I think, only go about 7 deep with their team. I know the last time we played them, that's all the players they played, including Braden Hebner, number 10, and Jules Haley, number 11. So Spencer's getting the assignment of Galehausen. There's a three-point shot, and it is drilled. So Ryan Cadle has hit 2 3-pointers and has helped North to an 8-0 lead. So John Gable's had enough of that. We got to take a break here at 3:08. Cats trail 8-0 here on 18 WJTS. Up on Jasper, 8-0. John Gable calls his first timeout, and basically just a situation there. You just got to get your team settled down.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, we talked about this all year. You know, you have games like this, so you got to weather the storm, get through this. You know, I mean, you're only down 8 points. You know,
right.
So you need a good shot here, and you just have to keep playing the way you played.
So we'll see if the Cats are able to work their set play out of the timeout. They're into the motion offense here. Foley's got it. He's going to go one-on-one against Wicks. He makes a spin move, and there we go. The Cats are on the board. So 8-2.
And Foley caught that ball in a little better position. He was down on the block. Previous times he's been pushed out away from the block, and he can't really make his move that he likes to make there.
Cato gives it up over there to Blackford. He works his way into the lane, and good job by Beekler to force him back out. Now Beekler loses his footing, so he's able to get the shot, but he misses, and they're going to call Young. They're saying he hit him in the head there.
Yeah, that's going to be Young's second. We're going to have to get him out of the game with 2.
All right, so that is that's a big second foul, you know, because again, Young pretty well runs the offense out there for the most part. It's going to fall on the shoulders now of Spencer Engler pretty well for a good part of the second half, I believe.
Eichelbeck and Ernie are back in for Young and Beekler. But yeah, you're right. I mean, now your best ball handler is off the court, so somebody else is going to have to step up.
So Wicks is 1 of 2 there.
I would say Tanner will be the guy that they'll look to do most of that.
All right, at the 2-minute mark, it's 9-2 as Foley tries to get
See where he caught that ball, though? He was out past, beyond the block, and he couldn't make his drop step move that he likes to make.
Gus from 3. There we go. Gus Eichelbeck hits the first 3-pointer for the Wildcats, and now we're underway, 9-5. Jasper still trails, but getting a little momentum going. So Blackford's going to back out with the 1:35 on the clock here. Cadle, he's hit 2 already. And he's not able to get that shot in the lane, but they're going to pull off the offensive rebound. They're going to say it actually went off the Wildcats there. So,
which I couldn't see. The student section was in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of like right smack in the whole Jasper section here. So.
Yeah.
Jeremy's got at least a little more elevation, a couple rows behind us here. All right, so Blackford with the basketball. Foley has guarded him this whole quarter. So there's a drive and a kick. Cato's had a really good quarter, and he drops that shot from the free throw line, so his jump shot is falling. He has now got 8 points of their 11, and it's 11-5 with 53 seconds to go.
And that wasn't bad defense on Tanner's part there. He just hit a tough shot.
Right. Albram works off the screen there, now backs up.
Now you got a switch in there. You got to be able to take advantage of this.
Foley.
You got a smaller guy trying to guard Gus. Swinging around here and get the ball into Gus. And we didn't even look.
You know, and the thing is, I mean, nothing against Spencer Engler, but he doesn't take that many shots where you start to see his man sag a little bit to try to protect that lane against Foley a little bit more. You know, with Grant Young, you got more of a three-point threat there. Now we're down to 8 seconds. 4 seconds. Foley's got it. He's going to have to take a jump shot there, and way short. Oh, they did call a foul, I believe.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, the way they kind of froze there, I thought maybe that's what they were doing. He just blew the whistle for the end of the quarter. Well, not a pretty quarter, but again, the Wildcats are still in it. Jasper trails 11-5 here on 18 WJTS. Well, as we ended the quarter there, Coach John Gable actually went all the way out to half court to question the official on that, what he thought was going to be a foul called, but not the case. So Jasper trails 11-5 as we start the second quarter. Huebner's checked into the ball game for the Huskies now. Spark plug error, but loses the handle of the basketball, so Foley comes up with it.
Right now, we've got to have somebody that's is willing to step up and shoot the ball from the outside.
Yeah, I think
so again, Connor caught the ball, farther away from the basket.
Well, he had to use some really good footwork there to keep his footing, and he was able to bounce back up and get that shot up and in.
Yeah, his athleticism helped there.
Yeah, no doubt. 11-7. So again, the Wildcats are off to a slow start, but it's only a 4-point game, so still plenty of basketball to be played here. Now Gelhaus is going to shoot a three, doesn't go. And they're going to call a push there on Wicks. So first personal foul whistled on the Evansville North Huskies. 2 fouls on the Wildcats, but they are on Grant Young, so he is seated with the coaching staff over there. Gus is back into the ball game for the Cats. Ernie's able to make a nice cut there, and he finds Gus, and Gus puts it up and in. 5 points for him now, and it's a 2-point game, 11-9. There's a drive, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Englert. So, third personal foul on the Wildcats. And checking back.
I'm not sure there that's a foul to call on either guy. I mean, the guy set a good screen. Englert run into it.
Help him out, Nick.
So I don't know why you needed a foul on it.
I agree. So Cato's back into the ball game. He leads this team with 8 points, 8 of their 11.
Yeah, I mean, we've shut Gelhausen down. I mean, he's their leading scorer,
right,
and go-to guy, and I don't think he's got a point yet.
Ernie's done an outstanding job on him, and that shot's going to be short, so Jasper comes down with a rebound with a chance to tie or take the lead with a three. I'd like to see Albram work himself open for a shot, but Foley battles his way and gets in position to draw the contact. That's the second foul on Wicks, and he's been guarding Foley the whole way, so we'll see if they keep him in or make a substitution?
He's making one here. Number 31, I don't even have him written down.
Yeah, that's Caden Gelhausen. All right, so Foley's not able to hit that free throw, though. So again, Wildcats shot 63 from the free throw line this year, 63%, and Foley misses them both. Cato attacks the lane. Good job by Engler from behind to keep his eye on that basketball and knocks it out of bounds before he's able to get a shot up.
We got to take advantage of this, the Caden Gelhausen, number 31, that's in the game. I mean, he just looks feeble. I mean, he's not a very big kid. I mean, he's tall, but he doesn't have any meat on his bones.
Right.
Foley and Gus should be able to eat him alive.
Right. Well, pull-up jumper there does not go for Cameron Gelhaus. But then they steal the basketball and come the other way. And nice block! Beautiful block here by Foley. Cats coming the other way. Allbrand to the lane. Now he loses the handle, so this should be a much easier unless Foley can get this time, and that's going to be a goaltend. Actually, a shot went in, so he didn't call it. Yeah. Ernie hustles down. Gus, shot up and in, so the pace is picking up. (13-11). But now into the lane. I gives it up to Gelhausen. He launches a three, misses everything. So the Wildcat student section is going to eat him up the rest of the night. 13-11. Jasper trails by 2.
This is good. Slow down. We don't have to run at that pace we were going at. That's not the type of team that we are.
Right. Screen set there for England. Then Gus launches a three. Short, but gets his own rebound. Back up and short on that one.
Again, it just looks like we're not shooting the ball from that end.
Well, he's shooting the ball.
Hit it.
Ryan Cato has hit 3 3-pointers. He's already got 11 points in this basketball game. So Wildcats call a timeout here. We'll take a break. 16-11. Jasper trails here on 18 WJTS.
I'm not sure. I mean, you had a little momentum going. I guess maybe he wanted to try to set his defense a little bit or something. I don't know. Or I think he got a sub in too. That
Jules
Haley's in there now. So I don't know if he wanted to try to get him in the game or what. But
all right, so the Cats had a chance there.
Young's back in too, so he's got to be really careful with 2 fouls.
Allbrand tries to drive and gives it up to Young over there. Now he brings it back up to Allbrand up top. Cats trail by 5. 3:40 on the clock as Gus is down in the blocks there. Makes a move. Gets it up and in with his left hand. So Gus getting after it. 6 points here in the quarter. 9 in the ball game to lead the Wildcats. And
see, that's what he caught the ball on the low post block and was able to take a power dribble, and get his way back into the basket where he could turn and do that. Whereas Connor's had a couple of times where he doesn't catch the ball close enough to be able to do that.
All right, so Foley looks like he will check in for Gus as the 92% foul shooter steps up and makes it a 3-point play for him. So he's got double figures already, and he is fired up over there. All right, so the Wildcats with Ernie, Allbrand, Beekler, Englert, and Foley on the floor. Gelhausen slowly brings it up, and Ernie continues to guard him. Jules Haley with the basketball. North with it. Oh man, there was a shove right there, no call. Allbrand forces it back out there to Gelhausen. Ernie all over him. Gelhausen slops one up, goes in and out, and Cats are able to corral the rebound. Good job by Beekler there. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Jasper trails by 2. Foley. Spins, double team, gives it up. Good job by Ernie to hang on, Englert. And he's going to be fouled.
Thank you. They bailed us out there because they had us in a situation.
Yeah, he picked up his dribble and was double teamed there. All right, so substitution. Aiden Blackford's coming back in. 16-14, Jasper has trailed from the start. 2:45 on the clock here in the second quarter. It's the backcourt over there to Englers. He's going to bring it across, and Haley will wait for him. Ernie tries to curl in there, not there. Now Englert gets it. Haley backs him up. Now he's going to aggressively go after it. Shot up, doesn't go. Foley finishes it off. Cats have tied this ball game. 6 points for Connor, and we're tied at 16. 2:16 on the clock here in the first half. Drive to the lane there. Forces out to Galehausen in the corner, in and out. Cameron Galehausen can't get the follow there, so the Cats come down with the rebound. Quickly going the other way with 1:54 on the clock. Tie ball game.
Basketball's, or the rim's got a lid on it now for them.
The Cats were able to chip away and tie this basketball game now. Foley
got by with
got
a
away
walk.
with a walk big time, but he's able to put it up with the left hand, so Foley's starting to heat up as well. So the Wildcat bigs are doing it here in this second quarter. Foley and Heichelbeck. Cats with a 2-point lead now. First lead of the ball game as Dahlbrand comes up with a steal. These officials are letting them play tonight. Feed in, and they're going to call an offensive foul. All right, so this is going to go on Englert. So 4 fouls on the Wildcats, 4 on North. So Gus comes back into the ball game with 1:11 on the clock. Jasper with a 2-point lead, 18-16, 107. Haley drives, makes a spin move. Boy, did he walk. Yes, sir.
This game's changed when Wicks went out of the game.
It did.
You know, with that other Caden Galehausen in there, like we said when he came in. I mean, you can just look at him. He just doesn't have the physical strength to be able to battle in there.
I agree. I think it's pretty well Wicks' job is to control the paint there.
Yeah.
All right, so the Cats inside of a minute, up by 2.
And I remember in the first game, Galehausen got in foul trouble and didn't play much in the first half.
All right. Ernie can't get the shot to go, and that's going to be a foul on Foley. So I think it's Foley's
first. Second?
I thought it was first, but they got up there as a second, so he's going to sit for the last 46 seconds here. So Beekler comes in for him. And they bring in Ryan Cadell back in. Again, he's got 11 of their 16 points, including 3 3-pointers. So we'll see if they work for the last shot with 40 seconds. You would think they would. Ernie against Galehausen. Ernie's done an outstanding job of shutting him down tonight. Looks like they still want to run the offense through him with 26 seconds now. Haley got it. He's going to hand back off to Galehausen here. So not really setting any ball screens just yet. Now we're down to 11 seconds, so pace will pick up. Haley makes a spin move. Good move there to split the defenders and goes up for an easy layup. And that's going to tie the ball game at 18 unless it goes, and it does not. Well, I tell you what, the action's on the floor. Don't know if it's pretty basketball, but hey, All we know is it's an 18-18 basketball game, Jason.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's, both teams are playing hard, which you expect that in the sectional. And you played a half, and you're right where you were at when you started the game, tie score. So, it's going to come down to who makes the adjustments at halftime. The guys that are in foul trouble will obviously get a start the second half. Who can stay out of compounding that foul trouble? Like I said earlier, the turning point in my eyes was when Wicks went out of the game. Mm-hmm. It gave us a little more freedom on offense.
Especially down low.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, in the second half, it's going to be a game of who executes.
Right.
And we talk about this all the time. Two things that win basketball games: cut down on the turnovers, and hit your free throws.
Right.
So it's going to be a matter of who does that the best in the second half.
Yeah, the Wildcats trailed 11-5 after the end of one and tied it up 18-18 with a 13-7 advantage in the second quarter. And they were led by Connor Foley with 8 points. Actually Gus Heichelbeck, who has got 10, and Connor Foley is 8. So those are only 2 players that have scored in this basketball game for the Cats.
Yeah, and to be honest, not too many of the others have even shot.
Yeah.
Ernie shot some. I think Grant's took a couple shots.
Right.
But other than that, we're not. I'm not saying we can't win that way, mm-hmm. but it's going to be hard.
Right.
We need somebody else to step up and hit some shots.
Yeah.
And I mean they're all capable of it. Ernie is. Hell, he led the team in scoring. A couple of games.
Absolutely.
Albrandt's, if he gets open, he's got to be ready to shoot.
Right.
And Grant too. I think we're all right. I mean, we're in good shape.
Oh, I agree. Again, we got some momentum going there in that second quarter. So, all right, we'll take a break here. It's tied 18-18 here on 18 WJTS. We're at halftime where the Wildcats are tied with the Evansville North Huskies in Game 2 of Sectional 16 tonight. And the winner of this basketball game will take on the Castle Knights on Friday night. So take a look at his scoring first for Evansville North. 11 points for Ryan Cadle. But he scored those 11. He had 8 in the first quarter. He's hit 3 3-pointers, but then didn't play much in the second quarter there. So he was out for a while there. A 3-point play by Mason Wicks. And 2 points, actually, the other 4 points have come off the bench with Braden Heavner with 2 and Haley had 2. And, of course, we mentioned the Wildcats. Foley has 8 and Gus has 10. So only 2 players have scored for the Cats. We got to find that third and fourth option, don't we, Jason?
Yeah, we do. And we were talking about that off the air there at halftime. Guys have to be ready to shoot the basketball when they catch the ball. The more you don't shoot, the more they're going to double down and triple down and try to take away the inside. And you've got to have somebody that's ready to shoot and spot up and be ready to hit the outside shot.
All right, so Jasper will have the basketball here to start things off. Cats outscored the Huskies 13-7 in that second quarter. And we got a quick whistle here.
Oh, that helps. That's Wicks' third foul. They just picked up on him.
Oh, boy.
That one hurts because I didn't see much foul. I mean, he was trying to get position around Foley, and they called him on a foul.
And you notice they made the switch, though. Now Gelhausen's guarding Foley. Look at, and Albrandt can't get it because Gelhausen just.
Ernie.
Oh, it was Ernie, okay.
Yeah, but he helped off his man and was able to block the shot.
Well, Cadell's trying to pick up where he left off, and he's not able to hit his first 3 there. So he's obviously got the green light, at least at this point. Gus, what the heck? Shoot it! And he pops it. So Gus has got 2 3-pointers and 13 points. Cats with a 3-point lead, 21-18. And we got another whistle here, so this one's going to go against Gus. And again, they let all kinds of things go in that first half. Both teams, I think, only were whistled for 4 fouls apiece.
Yeah, and both these fouls here early in the second half were tic-tac fouls, really.
Gelhausen with it. He attacks against Albrandt. Cadell gives it up. There's a three-point shot, but not going for Blackford. But they get the offensive rebound. That's Wicks with it. And good job there by Grant Young to step in front of that pass. Gives it up to Gus. He's going to attack. Try to get position. Feeds back out for a three-point shot. Young drills it! Cats have hit 2 3-pointers to start this third quarter. Now lead by 6, 24-18. Good inside out there for the Cats. Now you got Cadell who finds an opening and he's picking up.
You know, we talked about that at halftime, how quick he can get his shot off. I mean, he's very good at that. You know, he'd come around the screen there and was open just briefly.
Yeah.
But he was ready to shoot the ball.
So he's got 14 of their 21. 4 3-pointers. So they totally back off Foley, but he attacks and must have been with the body because it looked like a clean block there. So Foley's going to step to the line to shoot 2, where he's missed his only 2 attempts so far.
Caden Galehausen's getting ready to check in. I would assume for Wicks with his 3 fouls.
So Connors shot 56% from the line this year and uses every part of the orange rim there to go in.
Keep moving hard, keep moving hard.
4-point lead for the Cats, 25-21. And Connor can't get the second. Cats 2 of 5 from the line already. Galehausen, way too easy for him, and he draws the contact.
Gus, no?
I think I might be on Albrand.
Albrand, yeah. I thought they might have got Gus on the push.
All right, so Cameron Galehausen had his first bucket of the ball game.
Yeah, we've done a good job on him so far.
Can't hit the free throw, though. So they're just 1 of 3 from the line. 2-point lead for the Cats, 25-23. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Gus battles down low against Galehausen. He gets it.
Get out of
Position himself and puts it up and in. So Gus, inside out game working for him tonight. He has got 18 of the Wildcats' 27. Foley with the block there. That's Caden Galehausen. That gives it up to Cameron. Drive to the lane, a little too easy. And Galehausen's got 15. I'm sorry, Cadle's got 15. 2-point game, Jasper with the lead by 2.
It's a good job of slowing it down, getting into the offense. Go through the 2 big men inside.
Ernie, open jump shot. Cannot drop though. Still looking for his first bucket of the ball game. And there's a drive up and in. So Bunnell gets his first 2 points. Now tie ball game at 27. Again, just 2 players for the Wildcats have scored. Gus and Foley carrying this basketball team offensively.
Young scored. He hit a 3.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Caden Galehausen picked up that foul.
You're right.
I don't mean to correct you when you're
No,
wrong,
I needed
but
that. Absolutely. Pop that 3-point that Gus kicked back out to him on the wing there.
Beekler and Englert are in. I'm not sure who went out. Heichelbeck and somebody. Ernie.
There's a steal.
Traveled.
And they call a travel, you're right. So yeah, I think when I put that in my scorecard there, I gave Gus the 3-pointer, so he's got actually 15 points for the Wildcats. Tie ball game, 27-27, halfway through the third. Allbrand catch and shoot.
That's what you got to do. You got to be ready to do that. You got to be ready to catch and shoot. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that.
Galehausen gives it up. There's a three-pointer. Doesn't go for Blackford. And they're going to say it goes off the Cats.
Englert had possession, and he kind of let Cato or whatever kind of manhandle him, push him out of the way. It may have been a foul on him, but they didn't call it.
Right. So Wicks checks back in. He's got 3 fouls. Galehausen on the inbounds, and that's going to be a foul on Allbrand, his second. 27-27. All right, so this is Cameron Galehausen, number 33, and he shoots, and he's not hit a free throw yet. He had a three-point opportunity earlier and missed that, so he's 0 for 2.
He's not shooting the ball very well tonight.
No.
I mean, not only free throws, but his jump shots are not falling for him.
Pops that one, though. Slim 1-point lead for the North Huskies now. Jasper led by as many as 6 in this quarter, but
they're in a little, I think they're in a 2-3 zone now. I knew they were calling some defensive play because the coaches were all patting the top of their head. So I figured they were going to maybe try to run something a little bit different.
all right, so the Cats adjusting, and now Young's able to get it down low, and good block from behind there by Wicks.
He needs to pass that back out. He was double teamed and had nowhere to go. That's got to be a foul on Foley.
Yeah, Foley's going to be called for the block. Took his feet out from him. I think he just kind of stumbled there.
Yeah,
and
he
took
did.
him down with him.
Yeah. Is that 3 then on Con?
Yeah.
Second.
I thought for sure he had 2
They had
before,
second up there a while ago.
Yeah.
Remember, we didn't think it was, but they had 2 up there. So.
Well, you don't want to leave him alone, but he does not hit it, and ball falls into Grant Young's hands. Here comes Englert, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, you could. I didn't have a very good angle, but you could tell that the defensive guy was there, it looked like.
Yeah, Bunnell got to that spot. All right, so Cats are going to go to the bench here as Ernie comes back in.
Englert's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, he's had to log a lot of minutes tonight.
We haven't had a lot of fouls called on us, but it seems like it's all on like 3 guys.
Right. I think if they had it right, Foley's got 2, Englert's got 3, and
Young's got 2.
Yeah, Young. Allbrand's got 2 as well. Good job by Ernie. He's done an outstanding job on Galehausen.
Yeah, he has.
Look at that. Makes him lose his dribble there at the elbow. There's a drive, and Wicks with an easy bucket. Nice feed there by Blackford. There's a steal. And a good stop and pop there by Blackford.
Coach Gable's going to get a timeout, I think. Try to get his. The defensive change has got us a little bit in a turmoil, and I think that's what Coach Gable's taking this timeout, set up the zone offense.
All right, so we're going to take a break here. Jasper now trails by 5, 32-27 with 2:19 to go here in the third on 18 WJCS. All right, the Wildcats got to find some offense on this possession. Being outscored on an 11-0 run right now from North. Wildcats had a 6-point lead. Now they trail by 5.
Now North comes out in a man. So we just have to stay with what we had.
In the corner, and Allbrand gets it back out.
We need to take advantage of the Wicks-Foley matchup inside.
Gus, jump hook doesn't go.
Oh, they threw it. Oh, they didn't.
Oh, he held on to it. Bunnell
walked the tightrope over there.
Yeah. All right, so here's Blackford driving to the lane. Gives it up to Galehausen there.
Glad he didn't go up there because Foley could have picked up his third.
Wicks saying good job by Foley to block that shot. If the Cats can come up with it, Ernie has it. And we're going to have a jump ball. All right, so the possession arrow will go to the North Huskies. So they're going to hang on to the possession here. 32-27, they lead. Tough time getting the inbound. Oh, and there's a complete push. Galhausen just totally shoved Ernie, and that was right in front of the official. So
he didn't do it maliciously.
No.
It was one of those things where
trying to get away with it.
Well, and not only that, I think he tried to push to help himself go backwards faster.
That's true too. All right, so foul situation, 5 on the Cats, 4 on the Huskies, 3rd one on Galhausen.
Yeah, they've got some big-time foul trouble, potentially.
Albrand attacks, gets it to Foley. Grant Young goes to the lane and puts it up and in. So Grant Young now with 5 points. 3-point game, 32-29. Inside of a minute at 52. Blackford will drive, kick to the corner. Galhausen attacks, that's going to be a foul on Ernie.
It seems like tonight anybody that goes to the basket hard gets fouled. I mean, they call a foul. I mean, they don't let you try to body him up and play good defense. I mean, I thought Ernie did a good job there, just getting his body on him.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Ernie has just been on him everywhere he goes, and to only have 1 foul is just a testament to how good his defense has been. Oh, look at that, man. He has got a touch. Ryan Cadle.
They're going to drop in their zone now.
Cato is a senior, so, I mean, he's a heck of a probably intramural ball player if he plays college or goes to school someplace.
Yeah.
34-29, Jasper down by 5 with 16 seconds here. Foley's going to attack. In a little bit of trouble, so he's going to have to muscle his way, but can't get the shot to go.
He should have passed
6
that one
seconds.
back out.
Blackford's able to go coast to coast, but short arms the layup, and Jasper finds himself down by 5 at the end of 3, 34-29. So we'll be back right after this with the 4th quarter on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Cats get it to start the 4th quarter here. 34-29, they're trailing by 5.
It just comes down to who wants this worse. You know, who wants to win this game the most. We got to take care of the basketball.
The Cats just need a
he
good
just
start.
he just got by with a double dribble.
The Cats had a really good start to that 2nd quarter, but then tailed off towards the end. Foley gets it down low. Beautiful block there by Galhausen.
Well, that was big because that would have been his 4th foul, but I don't think he did. I think it was a clean block.
I agree.
Just to take the chance, I'm sure their coach was holding his breath.
No, it goes right off of Galhausen's foot, and it's going to be over and back here. All right, so still a 5-point game, 7:20 on the clock. We're just into the 4th quarter here. Again, a big battle. Cats trying to avenge earlier season loss, one of their only 2 losses in the conference to Evansville North on this same floor. More importantly, to be able to survive and advance.
Oh, they had him on the back cut. Grant didn't see him.
Foley strong arms his way into that shot, but still not able to get it to drop. It's Havener with the basketball. Foley on him.
Cadle's on the bench, so that's good.
Foley falls down there to the amusement of the North student section. Haley drives and can't get the shot to go. Foley comes down with the rebound. Albrand left alone from 3. In rhythm, but can't get it to go, and that ball gets knocked out of bounds.
He didn't have his feet set. Jack caught the ball kind of on the run, and you could see when he shot it, he was drifting towards the basket.
Right.
You know, and that's a tough shot to hit when you're doing that.
Like I said, the ball went off of Foley last there. It looked like Haley's
I couldn't see it. I got about 6 heads.
He
in
swatted
my
at the ball and knocked it out of bounds. But all right, neither team has scored yet. We're almost 2 minutes into the quarter. 34-29. North would be happy to finish this quarter scoreless. Galehausen, and he walks there, no call. Can't get the shot again, so Foley helps out that time defensively, and the ball goes out of bounds. Jasper will have it. Actually, North in that overtime win against Linton Stockton Friday night, just 2 points was scored in that overtime period. They won that game 54-52. We'd like to keep it low scoring here, but the Cats have got to get something going. Ernie with a reverse. First 2 points of the ball game, but they're big to make it a 3-point game.
No, they missed. Wicks was wide open under the basket there.
There's another walk, no call. But we get the foul called on Albrand. So that's Jack's 4th, I believe. Now 3rd. Okay. Okay, so Braden. We call him Hebner down here. We call him Hebner and Jasper, so we'll call him Hebner, I guess. Gets the free throw. So first 2 points come at the 5:41. First 1 point come at the 5:41 mark here in the 4th quarter as Gus comes back in. 7 fouls on the Cats, so we are 1-1. Hebner, 2 for 2. Gets it back to a 5-point lead for the Huskies. Cats have yet to score here in the quarter. Ernie attacks, and they're going to call Hebner for the foul. So 5th team foul. 2nd on Hebner. Albrand, catch and shoot. So he's yet to find one.
Got his feet set better, though. That was a lot better looking shot. Oh,
now here's the guy. There he is. Ryan Cato has just been deadly from 3-point range tonight. And this is going to be a foul on the other side. I think this is going to go on Wicks.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 on him.
So that brings Caden Galehausen quickly off the bench. And now Cat's going to substitute as well, bringing in Beakley. 6th foul on North. This will be 2 free throws, so it'll be free throws here on out for both teams. So Ernie. Cannot get the roll.
Blackford's back in also.
Cats are just 2 of 6 from the foul line so far in this basketball game. Trailing by 8. 0 for 2.
It's too many points you're giving away.
I know.
In a tight ball game, those all
add up,
hurt.
don't they? All right, so Jasper trailing by 8 now. 4:50 on the clock here as Galehausen sets the screen there for Blackford.
We got to be really careful here because it can get in a position that make it really hard to come back.
Foley aggressively goes after it, no call. Hebner attacks, gives it up to Galehausen, making a cut to the basket. He loses the handle, and it's going to be a foul on the floor, but
it'll be the bonus.
Yeah, it's going to send
I don't know who
Gato
got
to
it.
the line, and he's an 81% foul shooter. They, as a team, shoot 70%, so.
That's 4 on 3rd.
As a Gus checks back into the ball game. Grant Young's got 3 fouls on him. Ryan Cato has been the man tonight. Pops that one. He's hit 53 of 65 on the season. They're doing the job at the foul line here in this fourth quarter, 3 for 3 so far.
They're a 70% free throw shooting team, so I mean, he's their best at 81.
All right, so the Cats are in trouble right now.
We need a good possession to get a good shot here. Don't force anything. So they did a better job of getting to Gus that time.
Foley drives. Good block. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Cadle. I'm sorry, on Galehausen.
That's 4 on him.
All right, so that's going to bring Wicks off the bench. Foley steps up where he struggled tonight from the line. He is now just 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Jasper's down by 10, 41-31 with 4:10 on the clock as Foley gets a second. Misses again, but a big rebound by Beekler, and he's going to be fouled. All right, so they're going to call this on Blackford, number 22. So Beekler will step up.
North caught up real quick with us on fouls. I mean, they were like 3 or 4 behind us, and now all of a sudden it's dead even.
Yeah, so we're at 8 fouls apiece.
I look for North down here on offense, or on their defensive end, to go to a zone, because with the lineup that they have in there.
And the foul shooting just awful here in the second half. Now we got a whistle.
Jump ball, the North's ball. But
Jasper has missed 6 straight free throws here in the second half.
Our free throw shooting's awful, but North's helping us out by not blocking out and getting rebounds.
Yeah.
Jasper's going to pick up full court. They better be careful on that guy on the wing.
Cadell gives it up to Blackford. Now he gives it to Hebner. He's going to attack and slop one up, but Cats bail him out with the foul. They called
a
foul.
Charge.
Oh, wow. All right, player control, so no free throws on this one. But it is the 9th foul, so the Cats are in the double bonus. But the problem is we're 1 of 6 here in the second half.
Yeah. Albrand and Heichelbeck are back in. We're doing the offensive defensive switch here when we can on dead balls.
Jasper just 2 points scored in the quarter. And again, it was a struggle against North the first time around. There was a steal here. Hebner had the position. Way too easy for him. All right, so John Gable's got to stop the bleeding, and it's bleeding really bad right now with 3:34 to go. We're down by 12, 43-31 here on 18 WJTS. Well, Jason, the situation for the Wildcats, you mentioned it, turnovers and free throws. Cats just 2 of 10 from the foul line here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to take care of the basketball. We've got to get shots, and we've got to get them pretty quickly. We don't have to force things. And just like I thought North would do, they went to a zone.
That's going to launch a 3, but misses everything there.
See, that's not his forte. That's not his shot that he likes to shoot when he's hitting those. And that's what you can't do. You can't get into that where I got to force this.
Yeah.
You got to get it in the flow. We got to pick him up full court and get after him.
Yeah, that's going to be a situation where you got to get quick stops and quick scores. It's do or die for the Wildcats here. There's a break opening there.
Oh, thank you.
Cadle, he shoots it off the glass but doesn't go. Kind of gives the Cats a break there, and now there's a scrum on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, Grant was able to get his hand on it down there. I'll give him that one. I will, because Grant got down there and he put his hands on the ball.
Okay. So. Okay. I figured I was going to hear the typical, it's a jump ball.
I saw him go down with 2 hands, and yeah. All right, so Cats have the possession here. But they trail by 12.
Yeah, we can't keep coming up with empty possessions.
Just 2 points scored in the quarter here. They were down by 5 to start things off.
They're kind of running a matchup zone is what they're doing. They're guarding a spot, but they're also guarding a man, and when that man vacates there, they stay in that empty spot.
Foley spins around, and they're going to call him for a travel. Another turnover.
Yep. There comes the defensive team.
All right, so Gus back out. Michael in.
We got to be careful because Cadle, all they got to do is throw a long pass to Cadle. Right there.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they don't.
You still do it. They actually call a timeout here.
Timeout. They've got 4 left.
Yeah, they got plenty of them, so why not? All right, we'll take a break too. 43-31, Jasper down here on 18 WJTS. Two happen in basketball games with 2:46 and down by 12. We need one right now.
Well, you know, it's high school basketball, so there's a lot of things can happen in this amount of time. Turnovers, North can turn the ball over. They can start missing free throws. You know, and any of that can happen.
Why would Foley commit that foul?
I don't know.
I understand being aggressive there, but the man beat you, and
yeah,
you can only do nothing but really foul there. But so it's third personal foul. Thing is, it puts them back at the line, and they have hit their last 5 free throws, 4 of 4 in the quarter. Again, teams with big leads love getting to the line where they can close things out, and they're an outstanding free throw shooting, and they're showing it here.
Yeah, now they're going to be in the double bonus on the next one. Yeah, Gilhousen's a 68% free throw shooter, so that's not great, but
it's great when you're hitting them.
When you can do that at crunch time or down the stretch, you know.
Yeah, he's been held to just 5 points, but he's popped his last 3 free throws. Jasper down by 14 with 2:41 to go.
Here's where we miss, well, not just here, but we really miss Carter now because we need some quick hitters.
Instant offense.
Yeah. And we just don't have anything out there.
Ernie gives it to Albrand. There's a good look for Grant Young. There we go. It's a start. All right, so Coach Gable calls the timeout, so gets it back to 11. 45-34, so we'll take a break. 2:21 to go. Jasper still down here on 18 WJTS. North with the basketball, leading 45-34, 2:21 on the clock. Cats with just 1 timeout left. North has 3. Tough time getting it in. He's able to get it to Cato, and it goes out of bounds. It gets knocked out of bounds there and goes off of Cato.
That's what you need. You need turnovers. You need help. At this stage in the game, you're going to need help from the opposing team.
Absolutely.
You know, and right there's one. Now, you got to take advantage of it.
Right.
You have to come away from this with some points of some sort.
Yeah, because again, clock is the Wildcat enemy right now. Albrand hesitant to shoot there.
Yeah.
North's defense has just been tight all night. Perimeter shots have been tough all night for the Cats, and Ernie just got himself in trouble there and threw it away.
He did. Oh, they missed a guy wide open underneath.
Yeah. He was trying to gather himself there. He's a little out of control, but he's going to go to the line to shoot. And it's double bonus now. So Wicks shot 2 free throws in the first quarter, 1 of 2. The Huskies so far 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter. If they continue on, they'll close this thing out, but he misses the first.
There's a little help. They're leaving the door open just to crack.
The Cats have got to be able to take advantage.
Yeah.
Yep,
2 misses, but we didn't get the rebound.
Oh, man. Hebner with it. Good steal if he can get it. Now there's a scrum on the floor, and they gave them the timeout. They gave the Huskies the timeout there. Oh, man. That was way too quick there. Way too quick. Now they're discussing over here, but he is insisting on the timeout. Oh, boy. All right, well, the Huskies will hang on to it. 149, 45-34 here, Jason.
You know, that exact play happened. Where was that at? Bar Eve?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they were fighting for it, and
right.
all of a sudden the one official come out of there and said there was a timeout called, you know.
Right.
Again, everybody's watching right there, and the official that calls the timeout's right here by the bench.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it was right or wrong by no means, but that's the only justification that can come out of it.
Well, obviously the timeout's called by the coaching staff
Correct.
over here, and he's standing right by him, so
and that's,
gives into the play.
But, you know, there's two ways to look at that, too. As a team, you have to have control of the basketball before you to call timeout.
I totally agree.
Now, do you have control before Jasper tied him up? You know, there's such an intricate timing right there that when that can happen, and you'd have to go back and watch the replay over and over to see how it was.
Right.
But.
Well, unfortunately, don't play that way in high school, and so no replay comes into play here. So 45-34, Jasper down by 11, and desperation time at this point with 1:49 to go, and North with the basketball after the timeout called. Feed into Wicks, and now he just throws it away into Young's hands. Got to get a bucket. Foley's going to drive hard. And
Wicks is going to pick up that, and I believe that's going to be his 5th.
Yep, so it will be his 5th personal foul, but he sends Foley to the line, who's had a big-time struggle tonight, just 1 of 6. Cats have missed all 5 free throws here in this 4th quarter.
I would foul Caden Galehausen, number 31, every time he touches the ball.
Connor hits that one. Ten-point game, 45-35. Minute 38. Long on that one. And Ingert will be called for a foul.
And that might be Spencer's 5th.
Yep, so he's going to exit the ball game.
Nope, 4th.
I've been 5 at first up there, and I guess they changed it.
I've been wrong on that all night. I haven't. I think they changed the foul total late.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so the foul shots continue to fall. Wicks did miss the last 2, but they have hit 7 free throws here in this 4th quarter.
You know, one thing we haven't talked about, Bunnell, their best 3-point shooter. I don't think he's hit one tonight, has he? A 3? Or did he hit 1?
No, he just had 1 layup, and that was it. Grant Young with a quick shot, short. Huskies come down with the rebound. 127, gets it over to Hebner for a drive here, and Albrand knocks it away from, but commits the foul, so that'll be 2 free throws there. So,
and in that situation, that's what you got to do. You got to make sure he can't get it up to the fault.
Don't let him get the shot off. So
and
now
that's
it's
Jack's 5th foul.
So Jack Albrand will sit for the final 124. It's 48-35. (49-35). Quick race down the court, put up and in there by Ernie. So he's got 4 points himself. And we got a quick whistle here.
I think they're going to get Young on a hold. His guy was cutting across there, and I think he had a kind of holding on to him a little bit. Which, you know, at this point, that's not all that bad because you got to stop. I mean, you'd like to let him try to get the ball in bounds because you might get a 5-second call, but
All right, so Hebner is 4 for 4 in the quarter, 5 for 5. So they are doing the job to close this basketball game out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of 13 from the foul line is Evansville North here in this fourth quarter. All it's doing is adding to the margin, I believe. 51-37.
I think
Gus stops and pops and hits a three. So he's got 18 points tonight.
Coach Gable put Beekler in. I think he wants to finish this out with his 5 seniors that he's got left out there on the floor with Jack fouling out.
All right, so this sends Cameron Gelhausen to the line. He's been held to just 5 points tonight. Make it 6.
Quite a few of them have been at the line too, haven't they?
Yeah, he's hit 4 straight, 4 of 6 from the foul line, 3 in this quarter. So North just putting on a free throw shooting display here. Just continuing to build that lead. It's now 13. Beekler sees an opening, pops it there. So Michael gets his first 2 points of the ball game, makes it a 11-point lead. Quick foul there. So Inger picks up that one, and that should be his 5th, I believe. Yep, so 2 of the seniors, Allbrand and Engler, foul out of this basketball game, but they get a nice applause from all the Jasper fans here for just an outstanding senior season this senior class has put together. So Blackford misses that free throw. Just their 3rd miss of the quarter.
Miss this when you still got a crack open. 12, that's 4 possessions, but
only 47 seconds though. Beekler can't get that to go. Hebner comes down with the rebound. Haley's in the ball game, and he gets fouled by Grant Young.
Ernie actually got that one, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So that's his 3rd foul. So Haley's going to step up. He's got 2 points in the ball game. Got that with a bucket in the 2nd quarter.
Well, I mean, you got to hand it to North. Down the stretch, they've done the things that we said you had to do to win a game, take care of the basketball and hit free throws. So they've, for the most part, I mean, they haven't hit them all, but for the most part, they've hit enough of them to kind of help seal the win.
Drop down in Beekler, so he gets another bucket. So big finish for him. Down to 26 seconds, and I can't see the corner from my vantage point here, and not sure what the call is.
Well, I think what North's players are doing, they're catching the ball when it goes through the basket and throwing it to the referee, so the referee has to throw it back, so it takes longer.
Oh, yeah.
And the referee doesn't want them to do that.
Right.
And I don't know what happened here because I couldn't see it.
Well, they're discussing right now. I mean, could it be a delay of game or something?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a turnover. I don't know what they'll come out of this with, but they call a timeout, or they give them a timeout.
All right, well, North just had control of the basketball game going into the 4th quarter with a 5-point lead, but, the Cats were just, especially in the second part of this 4th quarter, forced to foul and foul and foul again, and North's done an outstanding job hitting 17 of 20 free throws here in this 4th quarter. And it's pretty well going to close out this basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, they did what they had to do, Coach Allbrand's really animate down there. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we couldn't see exactly what happened, but somewhere something happened. Somebody threw the ball and somebody called a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I mean, I don't think at this point of the game it was going to matter, but
yeah. And then the official. Yeah, John Gable's still on the official over here yet. All right. Yeah, at this particular point. All right, he's going to throw a touchdown pass down here to Haley, and he's just going to try to dribble it out. And he tries to feed into Gelhausen. Now he's going to bring it back out. Blackford, and they all gang up on him and commit the personal foul here. So take your pick on who he gets called on, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Actually goes on Grant Young, so it's his 5th personal foul. So Cats have had 3 players, all guards, foul out of this basketball game. You know, and that's kind of the struggle for the Cats tonight was the guard play, and
yeah,
you know,
there's no doubt
all 3 happened to foul out. So,
you know, and like we said earlier, you know, with missing Carter Mundy, that was a big downfall.
Yeah, it's actually a curtain call for both these teams, and so all the seniors are going to get a chance to come off the court here as John Gable empties his bench and North empties theirs. So they get all excited. I think it's for number 3, McMurray. He's a senior.
Yeah, I think that's who they got all excited when he stood up.
So he gets a chance to get into the ball game, and Blackford's looking to just add a couple more, and so he's done a nice job from the foul line here in the 4th quarter, hitting 4 of 5 so far if he hits this other one. Make it 5 of 6. And he does. Shot launched there by Cabrick, doesn't go. Now we're just going to dribble out the final 7 seconds. And the North Huskies will advance with their 2nd win of the season against the Jasper Wildcats. Both games won on their home court here. And this one is a heartbreaker for the Wildcats as they fall 57-44. So
well, you know, you can't take anything away from the season that we had.
Right.
You know, it's obviously not the way you wanted it to end, especially for the seniors. You know, you had a really, really good year. It stinks. You know, and there's not a lot of words you can say.
I know.
You know, like I said, you feel bad for the seniors because they're done. You know, they won't put the Jasper uniform on anymore and get to play basketball for the school. So from that standpoint, you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be a lot of some tears cried, and rightfully so. You know, I mean, these guys have worked hard, you know, for 4 years in high school to get to this point. So, you know, it's hard, but, you know, it's part of life. You know, if that's the worst thing you go through in life is losing the basketball game, you've had a pretty good life.
No, there's no doubt about that.
So, you know, it's kind of like it's a life lesson. You know,
right.
you don't always get what you want. You know, you don't always get the girlfriend you want. You don't always get the job you want. You don't always get what you want, and you have to make do with what you get. You know, so, you know, it is. You know, when it's all said and done, it is just a game.
Yeah.
But it hurts. It hurts bad. You know.
In the moment, definitely does.
And it even hurts worse with the season that you had.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing you got to look back at. You know, 18-4. That's a very, very good high school record.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I read somewhere where this was the first time since, I believe it was in the 70s, that we didn't lose a home game.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so that's something to hang your hat
early
on.
70s,
you know,
actually.
yeah. So that's something that, you know, these guys can be proud of. you know, that'll always be a record in their feather in their hat. But again, like I said, it doesn't make it any easier at this time. You know, you'll take some days to reflect on it, and you know, they'll realize that life will go on, and
yeah, I know.
But you know, I mean, from the basketball perspective tonight, I mean, I didn't think that we played awful. You know, we talked on the way down here. You know, we had to have somebody step up from the outside and shooting, and I don't feel that we did that tonight.
No.
Grant Young hit a couple of them, but you know, it's not enough.
Right.
You know, and again, there's no excuses for it. I mean, you know, with Carter out, you know, that hurts. If he'd have played, you know, you can't sit here and say what if and all that. So, you know, did it make a difference? Yeah, it made a difference. But was it the game? I don't know. I mean, nobody will ever know.
Yeah.
But from that standpoint, you know, it goes back to, like I said, you just got to reflect back on the season and, you know, say, hey. And I'm sure that's what the coaching staff's in there, you know, talking to those guys right now, you know, telling them not, you know, don't hang your head. You know, it hurts right now, but it'll get better with time. And, you know, your younger guys, you know, you hope they learn from this.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, and that's the thing when you just get to the sectional. You know, obviously it's win or go home, and you know you can be heartbroken at any time. But this team got to have a celebratory locker room 18 times this year. Well, they were happy, and they had happy bus rides home. I mean, and the winning streaks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row there. I mean, it's just there's so many things to celebrate this team. And again, just shows within this conference that we are one of the top programs, one of the top teams in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference. You know, unfortunately, we just came across a really good North team twice this year, and they knocked us off.
You got to give them credit. You know, I mean, they've played well both times we've played them. I mean, you know, a record of 13-10, so they didn't obviously play well all the time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But against us, they did. You
Yeah.
know, they got 14 wins, and 2 of them are against us.
Yes.
You know, we got 5 losses, and 2 of them are to them.
Right.
So I think, you know, from that standpoint, you got to give tip your hat to North.
Sure.
North
absolutely.
played well tonight.
Right.
You know, we didn't as well as what we could have. But it's high school basketball. I mean, that's what Hoosier Hysteria is all about.
Right.
Was what tonight was about.
Yeah.
You know, you got a hard-fought game, a close game. You know, could you imagine this in the old environment at Memorial Gym in Southridge?
Oh,
you know, the place would have been packed and, you know, and all that. But, you know, moving forward with the times, you know, there was a nice crowd here.
Sure
Jasper
was.
had a nice crowd. North had a nice crowd.
Yeah, and the first game was,
Rights
and
Central. When we got here for that, we kind of looked at it and it was like, wow, because I remember coming down here a few years ago and Castle was playing.
Yeah.
I don't know who they were playing.
Harrison. I remember
but their student section was here, and I bet they didn't fill up 3 rows behind the bench with students.
Right.
And it's like, and they got beat, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and they had a good team, thought they were going to win.
That's right.
But, you know, from that standpoint tonight, the atmosphere was probably as good as what I've seen it in this gym for a sectional.
I agree.
Other than maybe a final game.
Right.
But from that standpoint, you know, it was like a sectional, really.
Well, we kind of take a step back as well, just looking at the sectional from here on out. I mean, we got to see Wrights play tonight. We got to see North play tonight. You know, and again, they're taking on Harrison. Wrights is going to take on Harrison, who's
any one of those 4 teams could win this sectional that are you know that are still left. Yeah. You know, and had we won, it would have been the same way then. I mean, any of the 4 could win it.
Yeah.
You know,
just coming into it, I think.
I mean, I think, in my opinion, Wrights might be the best of what's left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they were better than us because I know we beat them at Wrights.
Yeah.
So, but I think out of the 4 teams that are left, I would think Wrights, you know, and we watched them a little bit here tonight. I mean, they put on a pretty good display tonight of shooting the ball and just doing a lot of things well.
Yeah. And the record shows that. I mean, Wright's 8-1 in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and their only loss was to us.
Yeah.
So what's that show? You know, it shows that
we're
pretty good too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it.
So, you know, like I said, it hurts. and it always does.
Yes.
But the thing you got to look at is every team in the state of Indiana, but 4, will go through this at some point.
Yeah, there will be tears at the end of all of them.
Yeah. Is it is it any easier in the sectional? Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It's hard anytime you lose, whether it's the first game of the sectional or the semi-state game.
Yeah,
it's hard. It doesn't really make much difference.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, we'll take a break. Jason, thanks so much again for your outstanding coverage of the Wildcats. Again, I know how passionate you are with Jasper sports, particularly with basketball and baseball, that you've always been involved in, and you played and coached and all that good stuff. But, again, always appreciate everything you do for us here.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity you guys give me to do this. I remember a couple years ago when this all started, I was with your brother up at Vincennes, and he was sitting at a little folding table up around the railing. Their gym's similar to this one.
Right.
I went up there and sat down with him, and he said, if you're going to sit there, you got to put these headphones on. And I was like, I was kind of like a deer in headlights. I'm like, I don't know about this. But, no, I do. I appreciate the opportunity. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You and I were classmates, so we get the road trips. We get to talk about a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Solve a lot of world problems.
Don't we, though?
But, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Jeremy, dragging me along and letting me do it too, and all the guys at the station and the guys with the the owners and all that to give me this opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And for Kurt Guxell, making sure that we get good spots on
floors.
He's got a good relationship with all the ADs.
I may have to buy Gook a hot dog for this one because he got a center cord on a table or regular table tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Good vantage point.
Yep.
All right, so we'll take a break. Hopefully we'll get a final word from one of the coaches here. If not, we'll wrap things up. So we'll take a break here. Jasper Falls, 57-44 here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back once again here at Evansville North High School. The Jasper Wildcats are knocked out of the tournament, 57-44. And just a quick rundown of the scoring. Gus Heichelbeck with 18, Connor Foley with 10, Grant Young with 8, Tanner Ernie 4, and Michael Beekler got a couple buckets late in the ball game for his finale as a senior. And North, again, just too much, especially in that fourth quarter, outscoring the Wildcats 23-15. And particularly at the foul line, they just wouldn't miss really for the most part. 19 of 22 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter. So they will advance and take on Castle on Friday night. Wrights will take on Harrison, who got the bye. So that'll be game 1, and game 2 will be the North Huskies against the Castle Knights. So 57-44, Jasper finishes the season with an 18-5 record. And North advances with a 14-10 record. So, again, thanks again for Jason Stamm for his coverage all year. Jeremy Marcos, outstanding as always with the video coverage. And, again, thanks Kurt Guxell for setting us up, especially on the road all the time. So, did a great job there. And also, Kerry chipped in a few games this year as well. My name's Craig Schneider, and this is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Congratulations to the seniors for an outstanding year, 18-5. Good night, everybody.